So my question to you today is, what are you wearing? I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to think about putting on the armor of God, and that's been my focus for several years. I even go through like a whole, like in the morning times, reminding myself that I'm putting on the helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the shoes of peace, like from top to bottom, I'm covering myself. And then I've got the shield of faith and the sword of the Spirit. So I always thought about those as just the things that we're putting on. But back several months, I shouldn't say several, a few months ago, I wanted to take a closer look at what the Bible has to say about the things that we're supposed to wear. And let me tell you, there's a lot of reference to clothing and what you should be putting on and things like that. So let's take a quick moment. We're going to take a look at the Greek. The particular word that we're going to take a look at right now, you can do a little bit more research on your own. Strong's Lexicon, it's 1746, if I wrote that down correctly. It's enduo. It means to put on or to be dressed, meaning like I put on or clothe. Often in the New Testament, it's metaphysical to describe the spiritual act of putting on something, like virtues, putting on Christ, putting on the armor of God. So that's the particular Greek word that we're looking at here. And today I just wanted to take us into Colossians, because I think that's like where I keep hearing it come up in different things I'm listening to. And so I could go on about the armor of God. It's in Ephesians 6 if you want to go into that, but I really want us to focus on Colossians right now. And Paul wrote the letter to the Colossians, and it's a letter of love and hope, and just reminding them to follow Christ and put on Christ. And in particularly in Colossians chapter 3, he's talking very specifically about this. And then we get to verse 12, and he says, Paul says to the people in Colossia, "Therefore, as the elect of God, holy and beloved, put on," so we're putting these things on, "tender mercies, kindness, humility, meekness, long suffering." And then down in verse 14, it says, "But above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection." Now, I want to share with you another translation of the Bible, because it'll break down some of those words just a little bit. And I think I'll try to just do some short sessions and break each one of those words down for us as the next few weeks pass or come to pass. But the Passion Translation says, starting in verse 12 of chapter 3 in Colossians, says, "You are always and dearly loved by God. So robe yourself." So again, we're putting on something with virtues of God. And so all those virtues I just shared with you, those are of God. So robe yourself with virtues of God, since you have been divinely chosen to be holy. Be merciful as you endeavor to understand others, and be compassionate, showing kindness toward all. Be gentle and humble, unoffendable in your patience with others. Tolerate the weakness of those in the family of faith, forgiving one another in the same way you have graciously been forgiven by Jesus Christ. And if you find fault with someone, release this same gift of forgiveness to them. For love is supreme and must flow through each of these virtues. Love becomes the mark of true maturity. So I hope you join in with me as we take a deeper look at what these virtues truly mean, because like when we hear words like long suffering and meekness and humility, I think sometimes we get not quite an accurate picture of what those words really mean. And so I do want us to take a deeper dive into those words over the coming days and weeks. So I appreciate you joining in. And thank you for your time and being considerate of what you are putting on. I'm going to share a quick thing I wrote, and then we'll end it. All right, so when I originally started diving into the things that we should put on, I kind of combined a lot of those scriptures into the following. It says, "As a believer and follower of Christ, following in obedience and walking in faith, daily I choose to put on a new nature, being truly righteous and holy. I choose to put on incorruption and immorality. I choose to put on the armor of light and Lord Jesus Christ. I will put on the whole armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the helmet of salvation, taking up the sword of the Spirit and the shield of faith, and being in constant prayer and supplication, open my mouth boldly about the mysteries of the gospel. I will put on tender mercies, humility, meekness, long-suffering, love. And as a part of the breastplate of righteousness, I will wear the faith and love that is a part of it. And with the helmet of salvation, I will wear the hope that is a part of it. I will be ready always to give an answer to every man that asks me for the reason of the hope that is in me. For I am a child of God. I wear the promise of the Father. I am clothed with dignity and strength, and I walk boldly because of God. So thank you for listening. I hope you can adopt that for the things that you are putting on daily as well. God bless.